Hey guys, we are here. We are in New Jersey. I'm Boot, and this is Allie.
Hi.
And today we are going to talk about some things that have recently, come out. And we've been talking about things. We've been trying to make some things happen. And today we want to update you guys because, let's face it, Gina was a social media guru, and we are still learning.
Yeah, we're not.
I've been doing YouTube for a while, so I know a lot about YouTube and how to get around certain things and do different things. But, hey, Bethy.
Hi, Beth.
So,
I'm on a delay.
We are still trying to... Yeah, we're definitely on a delay.
No, I'm just saying me. I'm on a delay.
Well, that's okay. We're on a delay seeing that, and then by the time we see it, and then we say it, it'll be a couple minutes later. So
No, I know you saw her name, and then I heard you say it, and then I still was on a delay. That's what I meant.
Okay. So anyway, we've been trying to figure out how we were going to talk about things, what we were going to do.
First we want to talk about the fact that Gina passed away.
Right.
If you don't know, and you're a subscriber and you are not aware, my sister Gina, she had passed away August 1st of this year, 2021. Yeah. And it was a tragedy in our family. Very, very tragic. Shocking. Yeah. She was only 30 years old. And we just want to talk a little bit about that. We are not going to get into too much detail because we have some plans. But I do want to give some type of a background as to what happened. Hi, Kyle.
Hey, Guy.
So, where do we begin?
Okay, well, let's start at the beginning. So, there was a television show. We won't name any names.
I thought we weren't going to talk about that.
Yeah, we're not going to name any names. She was on a TV show, and
I'll just sip my drink.
Needless to say, it was weight related, and because of that, we thought at the time that she was going to get the best help available, and so we were really pushing for her to do it. Because we thought, they have all the people to make it happen, and it was we just thought it was going to be good. We really pushed for her to do it, and when she did, after everything was said and done, it ended up being a very bad thing that Allie talked about a little bit.
Well,
as far as
can I get a word in?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I did not go into detail because, listen, if you're watching this and you came to try to find out the tea about that particular TV show, I'm sorry to disappoint you. We are not going to talk about that. Right. I could go on and explain to you where they went wrong, but that part of my sister's life is very small potatoes,
right,
compared to what happened to her. And all I will say is that show edited a very wrong story of my sister. Yeah. But that's all I'm going to say. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to it, as you are. Right.
So after that, she was in another state, and far from home.
And the pandemic.
Her and Beth were, in another state, and exactly. And when they finally came back, by that point, I think she was, in spite of what happened beforehand, she was losing weight, and started to diet and eat, one meal a day, and eventually that kind of outreach from people who don't really know what was going on. They reached out and tortured her online, reached out and tortured you and your mom online.
Well, here's the thing.
I mean, there was a couple things said about me, but I don't really care.
Here's the thing with the incessant hate and bullying we received online. All the people that said anything negative about my sister or me or my mom do not know us.
Right.
They watched something on television that was edited. They formed an opinion based off of what they were shown.
Right.
My goal, I'm not trying to change your opinion if you're one of those people.
No.
Because
this video is for people who actually cared about her, who knew her.
It's not even
her,
it's not about the hate, the trolls, whoever.
Right. Exactly.
It's about Gina's truth coming out
right.
for once in her life, and the fact that absolutely nobody can invalidate that anymore. Right. You can form an opinion and you're entitled to an opinion, but you are not entitled to spread hate or being bullying or nasty. I won't tolerate it. None of my husband's not going to tolerate it. And you're not going to invalidate Gina's story because you weren't there and you don't know us.
Right.
So that's all I'm going to say. But I'm not here to change your opinion.
No.
And
just
I want
to talk about the facts and, some of what happened.
Yeah,
so,
and the eating disorder is something I want to talk about.
Yeah, well, so what happened was she was eating once a day and she, started losing weight, and that was a good thing at first, but not exactly the correct way to do it. And, I know there's no one way to do it, over others and whatnot, but, just... It gets to a point where you try to do what you can do, and that was just what she felt most comfortable doing.
I do want to say this, though, in regards to her eating disorder. Something that's important.
As we're talking about eating disorders and I'm eating.
Gina's eating disorder did not just come out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. Gina struggled with an eating disorder in 2009. And there was a video out there that she had made on YouTube, but I think she made it private or deleted that channel or whatever. Right. Speaking very openly about how she had an eating disorder, and it was not one that people assumed she would have. For an example, because she was morbidly obese, people just assumed that her eating disorder was overeating and binging and all of that. When in reality she was terrified to swallow food. She was terrified of gaining weight. She always, her entire life, felt the pressure to be a different size. And I know that that's a very normal thing these days, and that sucks that is. But she did go 3 months without eating in 2009, did go to a hospital then, had some of the similar things that happened, a very high heart rate.
I'm actually going to turn this down a little bit because you're very loud.
Sorry, earphone users.
Yeah, headphone users.
Headphone users. She had very high heart rate. She had, obviously she was dehydrated and malnourished. And when she went into the hospital then, back in 2009, the doctor said to her, and he said, listen, you can go into cardiac arrest at any time. You are anorexic. And she looked at him like he was crazy, because to her, and in our world, being anorexic did not look like somebody who was fat, okay? And so she was like, I'm not anorexic, like you're joking, right? That's a joke. And he was like, absolutely not. You are malnourished, you are dehydrated, and you're anorexic. And if you continue on this way, it's not going to be good for you. She came out of that time, okay? She got through that bout. I know I talked about this a little bit in my TikTok video about her particular signs. When I knew she was struggling, she would do this. She would be afraid to swallow. She would excessively belch, which is also an anxiety disorder symptom. She would say she was going to eat something and spit it out. So she always struggled with food. Food was always an issue for her, whether it was in the way that is assumed because she was overweight and obese, or the opposite, where she was afraid to gain weight. And leading up to her death, again, not trying to get into too much detail because we are gonna make a video, but certain things happened. My sister could not deal with reality. She was always afraid of... please excuse me if I cry or get upset. This is very hard for me. Did not expect to get upset right off the bat. The eating disorder part really breaks me because I hate so much that she felt like she wasn't good enough in her size. And she was always so good about promoting, you're worth it minute by minute, to encourage other people. But she did not view that for herself. And so the eating disorder took over. I mean, like I said earlier, nobody was there while we brought her home. I'm not even going to get into the hospital and the rehab center,
right.
because...
But, since you're speaking about eating disorders, let's go ahead and talk about... what's her name from?
Lynn from ANAD. I don't think she's watching this, but Gina's obituary came out, and I had to make it public because people were being vile and disgusting.
You mean private?
I had to make it private. That's what I meant to say.
Right.
Sorry.
It was originally public.
It was public.
Due to the trolls.
Due to
we had to shut it down at like 11:30 at night.
Yes. So, anyway, she had wrote on Gina's tribute wall and had explained that she was from ANAD. And if you don't know about ANAD, I don't want to mess anything up with them because I want to make sure I get their information absolutely correct, because they are a great... I wish I would have...
resource, really.
Yes, I really wish I would have known about them while Gina had her eating disorder, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So they are ANAD, and that stands for... Yep, ANAD. And that stands for... I know... Oh, man. That's what happens when things are live. I think it's... Oh, yeah. Dang it. I want to just make sure I get everything correct.
So, yeah, because eating disorders can be something that people hide. You see Facebook and YouTube, and this is where everybody goes to put the best version of themselves. And so, not all the time is it known that somebody has an eating disorder. And unfortunately, we knew that she had an eating disorder. And no matter what we tried, books and different things, and she was going through therapy, and, it didn't even matter because, the system was so broken that one hand doesn't know what the other hand's doing. And so these people that worked at, the place where she was seen, and, another place she was seen, and then other people were coming to the house because she wasn't able to move at one point because it got so bad from not eating. But
so I got it. It is the National Association of Anorexia Nervosa and Associated Disorders. Okay. And they offer free peer support for anybody. They're actually going into their 45th anniversary. If you follow me on Instagram, it's Ali_Sams88. I put their story because they're celebrating their 45th anniversary. It's at ANAD Help is their Instagram handle. ANADHELP.
Is that .com or .org?
No. The ANAD.org is their website.
Okay, and then /.
No, there's no /.
Oh, no.
At ANAD Help is their Instagram handle.
Oh, okay.
So they are just, like I said, I wish I would have known about them before. Yeah. But not one person believed my sister had an eating disorder. Yeah. So talking about what she experienced in the hospital and in the rehab, I go from very emotional to very angry at a very quick spot. Talking about it, and I've talked about it a couple times already.
We're not going to go too many, we're not really going into details right now. We're just kind of talking about where we want to, where we want to go from here.
It was terrible. I've heard about people being treated like crap in those places, like especially long-term care facilities. She was in an acute rehab that was inside of a long-term care facility, and it was disgusting. The treatment she got there was absolutely disgusting. I wouldn't even wish my worst enemy to be treated there. Anyway, like I said, we're not going to go into detail, but that part of it,
all the details, we are okay. So let's move forward, because we are getting wrapped up in other things and leaving other things out. So the big question is, what have we been doing since to try to get through our daily lives? And the thing is, a lot of people, we mentioned yesterday that a lot of people have been trying to reach out to us and whatnot, and it's just been so crazy, because when when Gina was here and we were trying to move things in a better direction with her, as well as make sure that she was okay, and try to take care of her as best we could. Mostly, a lot of times it really fell on Mom, which for her daily support, just right there.
The thing is that we had made the decision to bring her home.
Yeah.
And that was a decision that was the right decision.
Yeah.
Because
of how bad the place she was in.
Yeah,
was.
Gina was really always afraid to ask for help.
Yeah.
And when she would ask for help, she would get
smacked down again.
Yeah, she would get smacked down. So the majority of everything fell on my mom, because Gina's hands were like this.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that came across when she would film on YouTube or if she made a TikTok video.
I think your mom was holding the camera for
No, yeah, my mom would be holding the camera, but her hands were like this. She could not feel her hands at all, and she could not walk. She went from walking on Easter to a week later unable to walk.
Yep.
So much so that we went to go bring her home, because she was staying at my cousin's house for a week with my mom, and my husband Keith had to
basically
grab her to walk her.
Yeah, in doing I was doing medical transport for a while, and in doing that, so I had her interlace her fingers behind my neck, and I held her behind her behind her arms or whatever, and around her, and then we stood up and we were trying to walk sideways, like kind of shuffle, and she started to go down. So the first thing I did was turn her so that she would land on top of me and then roll off. And, at that point she was stuck on the floor. We had to call the police or rescue or EMS or something to come. And basically I think it was like three guys. Between three guys, one guy to kind of, guide them, and the other two to kind of carry. And they dropped her a few times on the way to the car, and then when we got back here, we had to call again to our neighborhood EMS. They came out, and I think they dropped her another time or something like that. So
it's really
we don't
hard.
know if there was any injuries because of that, or
no, because
anything.
She went into the hospital 2 weeks later, and they basically, she was very open. They found out that she had cellulitis. She was septic.
She had an infection.
They said they couldn't find the infection, so they just kept giving her a ton of antibiotics IV. And she said to them, hey, my fingers are pins and needly. And the doctor was just like, oh, well, okay. And he never really addressed it. He looked at her heart, and he did an EKG and an echo, and he said, oh, you're very tachycardic because of your anxiety. I'm not seeing anything wrong with your heart. It's just your anxiety. We're going to put you on medication. We're going to send you to a rehab. They're going to get you help to get you back walking. Not once was a neuroconsult suggested.
No, there was. Remember?
Not until she came home.
Yeah.
Not until she came home.
They got her an appointment. Then she came home. She was supposed to go to the appointment on 29th. They canceled. They called and canceled. And then, 3 days later, she passed. And it's like, I just, the state of medical professionals today, it's disgusting that these guys don't know.
There's one thing that, I was on FaceTime with her while she was in the rehab.
Yeah.
And the doctor there came in, and she was saying, I can't eat, I can't hold anything. And he said, we're not going to help you eat because we don't want to enable you.
Oh, yeah.
Mind you, she's been returning her breakfast, her lunch, and her dinner for 2 weeks at that point, and he said he didn't want to enable her.
Yep.
And they did nothing. They did no psych evaluation about the eating disorder. They didn't even attempt to take care of the physical health that was happening at that point. She knew that coming home, we would do everything in our power to help her. And my mom, she would hold water to her, and she would feed her, or try to.
Yeah.
And you just have to understand something, like, Gina was my world. She was my best friend. Talking about her story is really hard for me, but I know it's important. And I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared of the trolls. I'm scared of the hate. I'm scared of how the media is gonna twist stuff or whatever. I mean, when Gina passed away and it started coming out everywhere, I was so terrified that we had an armed guard at her service, because I was scared that somebody was going to come that day and try to hurt my mom or me, or try to snap a picture or whatever. So it's just really hard. But in all of that tough stuff that we're going to talk about, there is some positive stuff. So
yeah. So like I said, since everything that's happened, it's been just over a month now, and we're kind of, like I said, with taking care of Gina and all that, we kind of put everything else on the back burner. And so now that we're trying to pick things up and move forward, it's hard because we're having to take care of a lot of things around the house that we kind of let go because we were so focused on Gina at that point that we just didn't take care of things. And so now it's a matter of taking care of things that we didn't take care of, and then being hit in the face with pictures and things like that. Like yesterday, we were working on cleaning out the other room to make an office, and there was a lot of pictures, and there was some letters and things like that Allie shared some of that on TikTok yesterday, or Facebook?
No, Facebook.
Your Facebook Live. And I shared my basically like my eulogy thing, the thing I said at Gina's service for anybody who wasn't able to be there. But the only thing we can do right now is try to just work together as a family and get each other taken care of, make sure that we're all taken care of here, and that we can all function and do what we need to do, because it's really hard to deal with, and we are seeking out some help, some mental help. And I think that's another thing too, is that mental health, while yes, it's being brought into the forefront now, it's not anywhere where it needs to be. So
no, there's still really such a stigma.
Not even just a stigma.
Yeah, there is.
It's more of, we need to push mental health and make it real, because mental health, when you see, here's the thing, what I mean is, we need to make it real in the eyes of these idiot doctors who don't see the mental health struggles from people, the people that you don't even see it in. That's the worst. For a long time, I was very good at hiding my emotions, hiding my feelings, and being able to just shove it down and go on with my daily life, whatever I was doing. But I recently learned that no one ever got an award for suffering in silence. And so, rather than hold it in because I'm supposed to be a tough guy, I'm supposed to man up, which is a bullshit statement in 2021. It's one of those things where people just don't share their feelings. They don't get those things that they need to get out so that they can continue healing.
Yeah, and then they keep
whatnot.
them in, and then it's not good.
Exactly.
You explode.
And so we really, we want to also bring mental health to the forefront as well. But, with everything going on and mental health and everything aside, because Gina, one of her dreams was to start a school for dance for children who are
Special needs children.
Absolutely. And so one of her friends.
No, it's her old teacher, Darla Novik, which I usually just say Mrs. Novik.
Right. She worked out getting a scholarship put together in honor of Gina.
Yeah.
And so Allie, I'm going to go ahead and put the flyer up on the screen, and I'm going to have Allie go over some of the info.
Yeah,
so
it's
let me jump over to that here.
When she sent that to me, I was so emotional about it.
Yeah.
But it's the Gina Marie Crazily Dancer's Dream Scholarship. So the eligibility right now is only for people that live in Ocean County, New Jersey. The following locations are Toms River, New Jersey, Howell, New Jersey, Brick, New Jersey, and from ages 5 to 18 years old. Applicants must have a special need, whether that's developmental, physical, or mental health. Demonstrate financial need as well. You have to complete this information, this flyer. So if you want the flyer, if you need to write down the information, there's an email. You can email Darla and ask for a flyer to fill out if you are local. And this is something that Keith and I want to expand, hopefully. Mm-hmm. We want to thank Unique Dance Company, who is able to host this scholarship. It is to one applicant will receive free dance class at either one of those locations, wherever they're from, and whichever is closest to them. And it was very, very sweet. This was something that would be Gina's dream come true. And this was something it meant so much to her. And it means so much to my mom and I because this is so important. So if you saw it on the screen and you want to write down her email address if you're local, to the area that it's eligible for, I'm sure she'll be more than happy to give you a flyer. And we want to expand this. Oh, sorry. Well, it's...
All right, so the next thing that we're going to talk about, if you're done, do you have anything else you want to say about the scholarship to let everybody know?
No, we have
the
until...
deadline is...
Yeah, September 15th is the deadline. So you've got to get the application in, and it does call for a small essay that parents can help with.
Mm-hmm. And if you'd like, you can even send in a picture.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to do that, but you can do that as well. And September 15th is the cutoff. So there's 7 days a week from today. Yep.
So one other thing, actually no, there's 6 days from today.
6 days.
Yep.
Sorry, I can't add.
Today's the 9th.
Whatever.
It's okay. So anyway, in the theme of trying to do things to honor Gina, we are going to be doing a kind of a video biography with some clips and interviews. So I want to reach out to any of Gina's friends online to have them reach out to me.
Or me.
Or Allie, if you have Allie's info, or, whatever.
Or even maybe Beth, if you have Beth's info.
Yeah, or if you have Beth's info. Either way, reach out. We want to find friends who want to say some nice things, or if they want to have an interview, because we are going to be doing that in this biography. So it is going to take a long time to put together because I'm going to put in a lot of old clips, some new clips, some newer clips, interviews, things like that still need to be conducted. So there are a lot of things, a lot of preparations to make to get this going, but for fans of Gina's, we just felt that, a video biography, kind of in a documentary style thing, would be something that, yeah, Beth actually just said reach out to her too.
Yeah.
If you have her info, go ahead and reach out. If not, reach out here on the channel or reach out to Allie. We can get in touch and then try to, get something set up to do that.
Yeah, if you are a friend of Gina's that is watching this, and you have her cell phone number, we don't have her phone turned on anymore.
Right.
We obviously let the month expire. So if you do reach out that way, I won't be able to get it anymore unless you have an iPhone. For some reason, iPhones to iPhones still work.
Yeah.
With texting. But find me on social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, wherever. Message Keith here, message Beth. We would like to include her friends because a lot of her friends have reached out to me privately, and whether they were online friends or they were friends that people that she didn't know personally, but she had an impact on her and helped her, and I really appreciate that. That
Or
makes
even
me
the
feel
people
a
that
lot.
she's helped to reach out and
Yeah.
just kind of leave us a video of your story, or if
What
you want to do a
impact
short interview
she
or something
had
like
on
that.
you.
That would
if
be
she,
great.
Yeah, if she had an impact on you. So yeah, it is going to be a bit. So we can't give you a definite when that's gonna. Yeah, because
we'll keep you guys updated through social media, through YouTube, through Facebook, through
TikTok,
whatever have you. But so the reason for this video, not only to share it with fans of Gina and friends and things like that, and actually see some of the behind the story, what really went down.
Get into a lot more detail.
At the same time, we're probably going to do that on something like Patreon or something like that, because we want to take all profits of that and take those and put those towards the scholarship to keep the scholarship going. Now, not only do we want to keep the scholarship going, but we want to move it outside of this one studio. We would like this to be a scholarship that reaches from shore to shore. I would absolutely love to see that, and I think that would be the most whatever.
No, it would be the most perfect way to honor Gina,
honor her.
because
Absolutely.
this was her dream. She loved to dance. If you've seen her TikToks, she loved to dance. She promoted every dance limit. Dancing has no size limit.
Yeah.
And
Dancing
she
for all
really
sizes,
like that's from when she was a little girl. Like she loved dance. So this is something that is super important to her, is important to us, and we would want to see it going as long as we possibly could. And we want to do whatever we can to keep that going, which also brings me to
the next piece of
news. Next piece of news is Beth is amazing. First of all, we love you, Beth. Despite what people thought about on that show, we love you, Beth.
Right.
She came up with a design that is absolutely perfect. We want to do a limited time merch. I'm talking extremely limited availability.
Either t-shirts or sweatshirts.
Whatever, t-shirts, sweaters, long sleeve shirts, whatever, but very, very limited, because I don't know if people are going to want it. Keith is going to put up on the screen the rough idea, but I'll talk about the design as he brings it up. I know, I see.
All right, let me go ahead and pull this up real quick for you guys.
So I just want to explain. This is the main idea for this. For
like a logo.
For this shirt. Like so it's going to be for the shirt. But what's going to change a little bit, because we didn't fully design the entire shirt, but we have an idea. The angel wings are going to now be on the back of the shirt. It's going to say Gina's name and the dates from when she was born, in memory of, and when she passed away. On the front, it's going to say, do not judge what you don't understand. And those 3 ribbons are very important, okay? The purple ribbon is eating disorder awareness. The lime green is mental health awareness. And the teal is PTSD, because Gina had PTSD. And on the sleeves, one sleeve is going to say minute by minute, and the other sleeve is going to say you're worth it. Because those are 2 very common things that my sister would say all the time. You're worth it, minute by minute. And we want to put those on shirts Again, extremely, extremely limited. I don't know a definite amount yet. We don't have anybody set up for it right yet, but that is our plan. And any profit that is made off of those t-shirt sellings or sweatshirts or whatever is going to go directly to continuing the scholarship.
Right.
That is what our goal is. That is our goal for me and Keith, my mom, Beth. We are all on the same page. Nothing is ever posted on social media without everybody's permission. Right. Within the four of us. So if you see it on social media, most likely we have discussed it.
Yeah, Kyle, Beth did a great job on that logo.
Beth did an amazing job, and just brainstorming ideas. We loved it. And I think it's the perfect saying, because the judgment that she received, nobody understands, because they were just judging off of what they watched. Yeah. And I've been there. We've all been there. Reality TV, you watch it, you judge, because that's what you do. It sucks, and it's not right, but that's how it is. But, yeah, I don't want to go into that, because I can go on a whole rant, and I'm trying to keep everything legal. Anyway, so another thing that I had an idea that I wanted to bring up, and if you are a friend of my sister's online or anything, please, please, please let me know if you think this is something that you would want happening. I know, because a lot of people have expressed...
I'm going to create a poll.
Okay, so a lot of people have expressed that they wondered why Gina's social media, TikTok, went on private. And I've made multiple videos stating it was because of the hate that she had been getting in her death, and I don't want to see it. I don't want my family to see it, but I want to keep the Dancing Has No Size Limit going. And I am such a scaredy cat, I'm gonna be honest, to dance in front of a camera. I can't even talk in front of a camera.
So what we were kind of thinking was to do like a just have people submit videos every week, and then have the the dancing,
submit a dance
of the week.
If you submit a dancing clip on TikTok, and I can put your TikTok handle in her description, and feature dancing to keep Gina's memory alive, keep it going. And if you're someone who submits a video and you want comments on that particular video, I'm okay with that. Comments will continue to be turned off on Gina's content, because I'm not going to read the hate. I'm doing that for my mental health, to protect my mental health. So, but if you want to continue the Dancing Has No Size Limit, that I would love to continue, please vote and see if it's something that is even worth doing, because...
Yeah, I'm going to put up a poll right now asking, would you like to do a dancer of the week on Gina's TikTok?
Yeah, and your TikTok handle will be featured. If you decide if you want comments on that video or not, I would love to continue it. I would really love to do that, but I would like to also know, that's my foot.
Oh, sorry.
I would like to know if people that knew her, her friends, the thing is like, you have to understand something too. Gina would talk to a lot of people, and a couple people have texted her that somehow did not know she passed away, and I had to be the one to tell them through a text message, and I feel awful about that. But I know she impacted a lot of people in a positive way, and I want to give those people ways to remember her and honor her in the ways that they met her. And, she loved to game, and I haven't even gone around to all the gaming people, because I don't even know how many of them are out there. Why not?
Dancing on camera.
Why not? You should.
Come on, D.
Come
I'll
on.
even do one.
She only has 249,000 followers on TikTok. It's not like it's that big of a deal.
Right?
No, but honestly, that's the thing. I was just gonna offer and see if that's something that people think is a good idea. I kind of thought about it, because I'm pretty sure, like, you know, I was leaving my TikTok open to talk about Gina's eating disorder, mental health, and things like that, and tell her story. But I did not want to fill up her TikTok and push the dancing videos to where people can't see them, because that was my sister. She loved it.
Yeah.
So
That's it. I do it.
if you all do it, maybe then I'll do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yep.
But I know that
Maybe I'll do one.
that's the best way to one of the other best ways to honor my sister, and really that's just what we're trying to do, you know.
Honestly, there are two really good ways to honor Gina, and one is to just understand that she was brought up with, you know, unconditional love for other people, regardless of who they were, what they were, you know what I mean, and that was it. And, you know, it's just really comes down to human decency that we just lack nowadays.
You know, it's so funny that you said that, because I remember when she would do her TikToks, okay? And I remember I would say to her, I can't even believe you're continuing to put yourself in the public eye.
Oh, yeah.
After the probably millions of hate comments you got from that show. Yeah. How do you do it? Because how do you continue to put yourself out there and be the way she was, how loving and supportive and helpful to strangers, when strangers are the very people that ridiculed her?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have that bravery. I don't have that, I don't even know what the word is, because it's just, like, I was in awe of her. I was inspired by her. And she's the reason I will not stop talking about Gina. She's the reason that I will fight through my fear. I will push myself, because she deserves her truth out there. She deserves it, and I'm the one that can deliver it. Keith, Beth, my mom, when she's ready. The people that knew her are the only people that should talk about how, like, because we know Gina the best.
What happened?
I mean, Gina had this way of just making you feel comfortable and calling people out and just really just being, I don't know, an inspiration. And she was always my inspiration. She called me that she was her little big sister, because she was my younger sister, but she acted like my bigger sister. Yes, Beth, definitely.
The truth needs to be out.
The truth has to come out. It's been, my tongue has been held
for so long,
for a very long time. Mm-hmm. And take that as you will, however you want to take that. But I'm not afraid. I mean, I am. Don't get me wrong. I am afraid. I'm afraid because social media is not really my thing, and I put too much focus on what people think.
Right.
But again, like I said, Gina is going to be the reason I don't stop talking about her, and I tell her truth, and I tell her story. And like I said earlier, I'm not doing it to change people's opinion, but I am doing it because no one will ever invalidate her truth ever again. Nobody will invalidate her, and I won't let that happen. I won't stand for that, and no one in my family will stand for that. I wanted to end on something that we didn't even talk about, but Keith had told me, remember I was talking about like how the media and stuff came out?
Oh, yeah.
Not that I think Access Hollywood's ever going to see this, but I did watch the Access Hollywood little video they did on my sister passing away. Yeah. And if this ever came across somebody that worked at Access Hollywood, I just wanted to say thank you for putting in the fact that she was open about having an eating disorder. Thank you for attempting to get the truth out there in your reporting, because many people did not.
Right.
You did only make one comment about that show that she was on. That, again, was false information. But you had to do best with what you had. But I really do thank you, because I wish people knew. But I think the thing of it is nobody believed my sister. That's from medical professionals to viewers. And that sucks. But we're doing this because we do not want this to happen to another family. We do not want another family to have to go through the tragic loss of a young person.
Personally, I want Gina's name in everybody's mouth. I want people to know who she was, know what she stood for, and, dissuade, all the nonsense that...
Oh, absolutely. Of course, Beth. Like I said, when I said I'm not here to change those people's opinion at all, but I won't stand for that, and I will... Again, I can't say it enough. You're not going to invalidate my sister anymore. Right. You can have your opinion. You're entitled to that. Mm-hmm. I'm entitled to an opinion as well.
But at the same time...
But I'm not going to spread hate.
Remember that this person that you're so easily throwing shit at, was somebody who cared about everybody. And was also somebody who would do anything for anybody who needed it.
But not even just that. The person that you're so willingly spreading hate about, in their death, mind you, they're gone. They can no longer speak for themselves. Mm-hmm. And you still go out of your way to talk nasty or negative or bullying or hateful. Mm-hmm. What does that accomplish? What do you get out of that? Yep. Nothing. Are you that sad in your own life that that's all you have to do? Because you didn't know her. No. You watched a 2-hour show. That's it. You didn't know her. So you really don't have a leg to stand on. Yeah, you're entitled to your opinion, but I'm not going to accept it in a hateful way or a bullying way. I don't have to accept that. Right. You can have an opinion. You can form your own opinion. You're entitled. But I'm not going to accept hate. Yeah. I'm not going to accept bullying.
Yep, exactly, Beth.
Absolutely, Beth. We will no longer be silenced. Mm-hmm. And her story is going to be out there. Yep. And it's the truth. And whether you choose to believe it, that's not up to me. I don't care. And the thing of it is I wanted to say this in a TikTok video, but Keith makes me remember that when I get nervous, I forget things. Mm. And so now I'm remembering.
And you get a little stuttery.
I do, because I get nervous.
Right.
Once things posted, or once I post something online, or Beth posts something online, or Keith posts something online, where it goes from there, not my business. I will control what I can control. So with my TikTok videos, I require comments turned off for my mental health. It's going to stay that way. If it gets shared and put somewhere else and people still decide to comment on it and they want it, that is not up to me for that person to make that change. But I'm not going to go seek that out. I am done seeking out the trolls and the hate and all of that. You're not going to silence me and you're not going to invalidate my sister. So that is the message that I want out there. And I think I made it pretty clear. And I know we're going to end this because we were like, we're just going to do a quick one. And
we're running kind of long. Yeah, we're almost an hour in.
So, one more thing, just if you want the email for the scholarship, if you're local to New Jersey and you're not on my social media accounts, like if you're not on my, which you're probably not going to be on my Facebook, that's going to stay family only. But if you're on my Instagram,
I bet you that was D right there. I said no.
If you were, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. If you were on my Instagram or my TikTok, I will share the flyer. Probably not on TikTok, but my Instagram, I did share it. Ali, ALI _ Sams, SAMS 88. And that's where the flyer is, where you can get the email, and you can email if you're local and you want to apply. The 15th is the end date, so that's in 6 days?
6 days.
6 days. And that is the cutoff. And we want to respect Unique Dance Company, so we want to get it on time.
Absolutely.
We thank them. Again, I doubt they're going to see this at all, but I thank them so much.
If you haven't voted in the poll yet, go ahead and vote in the poll. I'm going to be closing it off soon. But right
You're
now,
only
it's
leaving
looking
it
like,
to the 7 people that are watching this.
Well, I mean, that's all I can do in the chat, right?
Well, I feel like that's kind of
Can I leave it in
unfair.
there? Can I leave the poll in there?
I don't know. Kyle, if you're watching this, YouTube guru, explain to us if we can leave the poll open in the live stream once we end it. If not, you might have to do a poll on your YouTube page separate.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I feel like it's kind of not cool if we just do the 7 people that are in here.
Right. I'd like to leave it up to other people as well, who catch it on the replay. So
yeah, and I don't know if I should do it on Gina's TikTok.
Why not? Couldn't hurt.
I'm scared of her TikTok.
You're scared.
I don't listen. She has 1,000 accounts, people.
Oh, I know.
So I'm trying to keep up with as many as I can. But I gotta work. I got stuff to do. I'm mourning my sister. There's a lot of social media accounts I'm trying to keep up with.
Yeah, that's true.
So as much as my own and my own business stuff. So I'm not entirely sure. So.
But I mean, as her stuff is,
And I need to find a way to connect to her friends on
yeah,
YouTube.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Beth, we need to do something with I don't know how to contact her YouTube friends. I think 2 of them are friends with me now on Facebook, but I don't I know a couple people that I can reach out to, but there's other friends on YouTube that I don't. Beth, can you help me get in touch with these people? Because I feel like I should have I haven't opened up Gina's laptop either.
Right.
In months.
Yeah.
So her YouTube, I tried to I'm not doing anything with her YouTube. I promise.
Yeah.
If you're a YouTuber if you watch Gina's YouTube and you liked it and she has 1,000 some subscribers, I'm not touching it. I'm not taking anything away.
I'll go ahead and put links in the description once I'm done here.
I just don't really, I don't know what to do with her YouTube account.
Right.
I haven't decided.
Well, for now, I think, everything that we've done on Facebook or TikTok so far, we continue to move that to her YouTube and let people know that, we're gonna have a home for her stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I know a lot of people were not very happy with me when I made her TikTok private.
Right.
And the thing of it is that I had to do that for myself too.
Yeah.
I did not want to read a comment saying, for an example, she has a TikTok on a TikTok on her account that says, there was a comment, someone said, eat less, dance more. Or stop eating, not dancing, or something along those lines. I just really didn't want to see those types of comments, so that's why. So... all right. So anyway, we'll figure it out, but we'll get off of here and
yeah. So anyways, keep an eye out for, on my YouTube, on Allie's Facebook, TikTok, Gina's TikTok, possibly Gina's YouTube, depending on what, goes on. And we just want to get everybody, to kind of get subscribed to the ecosystem that we're working on right now.
And even if once this live stream is over, I'm sure Keith's going to keep it up, but continue the conversation.
Absolutely.
Continue the conversation about Gina. Look out to all our social medias, Beth included, I think. I'm not putting it, I should not have done that. I did not check with Beth, if that's okay. Beth, you can beat me up. It's fine. Anyway, we're going to go.
Yep.
My sister... I love you. She's probably dancing. Can I say one more thing?
Sure.
Okay. Since everyone found her obituary and left hate comments, but now you can't because I made it private. If you want to see her, the funeral director, she was amazing. If you want to see what's it called?
The slideshow.
The slideshow that she did was to dance music. It's amazing. She did an amazing job. A couple of her TikToks are on there as well if you want to see, but you can watch it. You don't have to. There's nowhere to comment. You can watch it.
Or Facebook or
you don't have to have a TikTok. You don't have to have social media. You just need a website.
Yeah. So I'll put links down in the description.
Yeah, he'll put the
after the fact, and that's about it.
All right. Keep the conversation about my sister. We love you, Gina.
Absolutely.
We love you, Beth. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Thank you guys so much for watching now or watching on the replay. Keep the conversation rolling. Thank you guys for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we will see you guys in the next one.
Yes, and we'll get through it minute by minute.
True.